Is it possible to survive 100 days in Palworld and build the biggest slave factory? Yes, and no one can stop me, so sit back and watch. On day 52, I came across your gym bro. I knew he could lift weights, but can he actually deadlift this aura I have? Yo, my pal is not messing around. Before I could even touch the ground, he sent them flying. And here I was pretending like I'm in the battle too. What is up with this guy? He got no sense of direction. He was getting bounced left and right by a tiny pal. This proves that he was nutty, but I couldn't ignore those electric shocks. He also tried to flash me, so I had enough and captured him. Oh, never mind. He was way too big. Finally, some competition for your mother. The same night, I came across this unhinged merchant and got me some painkillers because of your mother. My journey of reaching the Twilight Dunes was still on the way, and I finally crossed the Green Canyon and found the biggest pool on day 53. There were some interesting pals like these ratchet bunnies and this Batman looking bird. The audacity of this ratchet bunny, she thought she could take me? What do you think this is, huh? But of course, the highlight of the show was your whale-sized twin sisters. They could give your mother a run for her money density-wise. Oh geez, there were actually 3 of them, and it was a struggle to fit everyone in my Pokeball, so I just captured one. I infiltrated another gun-ho base, but they were getting smarter with each encounters. Now they were using sophisticated equipments like flamethrowers and machine guns. They even had their big daddy to help them out, but I gave them one-way ticket to nap time and saved Thwack. The next day, I was flying through your sister's bamboo bushes when I finally reached the land of Twilight Dunes. Now, why am I here? I hear you cry. Well, I need ore mining pals, level 2 to be precise. But no one told me about these stupid ticking bomb-looking ducks. I also came across your girlfriend's boyfriend and captured him for later use. What is up with these exploding ducks? They want all the smoke, but I haven't even started the fire. On day 55, I saw these exploding ducks beefing with the gun hose. Dude, they just don't care. I came down to settle the beef, but your girlfriend's boyfriend was interfering, so I sent them back to the mining base. I also captured a few of your sisters near the shore, and of course, they were whales. I mean, it just runs in your family, no? Size-wise. No, like literally, they were whales. Finally, I got all the mining pals I needed, and the next day I was on my way back to the factory when I saw this devil tree. I ate the devil fruit to get the gum stretch, but instead I got the black stomach ache. I also had a battle with the bee warriors. They were trying to protect their queen, but you know how it is. If your boy fancies a shorty, he will take the shorty no matter what. But your girlfriend killed the queen bee. I might have to throw her off the cliff for this, you know? And your gym bro's buddy saw me out in the open and he tried to attack me. Bruh, when can I have my peace? He was much more sporadic than your gym bro, and he was crazy, but not as crazy as your boy. I flew over your mother's bathwater and reached the mining base by day 57, and I put your whale of a sister and your girlfriend's boyfriend to work to mine ore for me. The same night, your sister's boyfriend attacked my base to get his girlfriend back, but he got dismantled, demolished, and disassembled very quickly. You don't just walk into the biggest slave factory in Palworld and not expect to get backlash. Of course, she was sleeping after a long day of doing nothing. The next day in the mining base, everything was going smooth, and I even built them more beds and food. Everyone was working hard, especially your girlfriend's boyfriend. What the? So it was all just for the show? He actually tried to escape the base, but not on my watch. He will face judgment. On day 59, I was on my way to find some electric pals for the production lines, and I came across your mother. We haven't seen much of her in a while, so it was good to catch up. I was riding your girlfriend through your mother's fire bushes when I came across your mother again. She was very pissed for some reason. Oh, she had a beef with your girlfriend, I suppose. And now they were fighting. And once in a lifetime, I was finally able to capture your mother. This will go down in history as the most legendary run with your mother. I finally had a big enough Pokeball to accommodate her. By day 60, I had enough metal to finally craft weapons, but first I need to deal with these cultists. They were on edge ever since I defeated defeated Captain Grass and now they wanted revenge. So they decided to raid my base, but they faced the same judgment as your sister's boyfriend. And by night, we finally had electricity. The next day, I found Fang Loop under this waterfall. He was hiding from something. I wanted to capture him because apparently he was the best ground pal to ride. Pause. So I let your ex-girlfriend do the dirty job and I got him when I saw an opening. The legends about Fang Loop was true. He was as fast as a bike and could jump as high as a bouncy ball. The next day, I was still thinking about my sweet honey queen bee and I wanted to find her again. And I did. She was also hiding in a cave apparently. Oh yeah, cause last time I nearly killed her. I mean, your ex-girlfriend nearly killed her. So now I wanted to make things right. And she was angry, which is understandable. But why the heck are these bee workers exploding themselves on me? Jeez man, they burned my eyebrows and everything. Like, come on. There was something in the air and I could taste it because she was being unhinged. Great, I knew something was up. On day 63, I came back and finally captured my sweet honey queen bee. Now it was time for the real battle. Facing Mother Cherry in the mine shafts of the ocean lotion. You might think I'm a coward, but I couldn't take chances after what happened with Queen Bee. That's why I kept my distance and sent Fire Pal to fight the Water Pal. Finally, I was using my remaining brain cells, but it wasn't enough because Mother Cherry was level 31 or 30. I don't know man, she was crazy strong. After a long battle, I was finally able to capture Mother Cherry. Oh, never mind. Let's try this again. After a long battle, I was finally able to capture Mother Cherry. On day 64, I came across the final boss of electricity in the realm of Thunder Dragon, Relaxaurus Lux. He was so relaxed that he didn't even bother getting up or at least turning his head towards me. But Fang Loop pissed him off. As you can see, I'm still using my remaining neurons because I sent a water pal to battle the electric pal. It was the battle of getting drowned or getting electrocuted, but no one was backing off. During the battle, he finally glazed his eyes on me and tried to get close, but I was able to dodge his flashes. He was twice as big and twice as dumb as it comes. Okay, the purple flames nearly got me, but I'm fast as boy. At the end, I was able to capture him. He might be in run to take the first spot for being the most plumptuous pal ever. The next day, I came across the most harmless dragon ever in the Icewind Island. Poor guy was minding his own business when my pal threw the biggest fireball at him and he got rattled. And he followed with a black hole fireball. Jeez, I think we should spare this one. I called back my pal right before his final attack because I wanted to keep the sport dragon away from all this. So I decided to capture him. On day 66, I saw you whale of a sister acting like a boss battle. So I put her back to her place. Is she dumb or just adopted? I also came across these cotton sheeps and decided to take one for the team. On day 67, I was exploring your mother's shores when I came across the fugitive, the one who escaped the prison, you creepy uncle Bushy. Last time I checked, he was defeated and handed to the law, but somehow he got away. I think it has something to do with him being a ninja. These guys are very sneaky. They could steal your underwear without you knowing, so watch out. But Fang Loop wasn't playing. He pierced him with the ice arrow. He was much weaker than I remembered him to be. What happened? I think it has something to do with him dropping soap in the shower during his prison days. But this time I captured him instead of calling the cops because he would just escape again and I know how to keep him inside. On day 68, I found your dad again in the red light district with all his mistresses. I guess he didn't learn his lesson the first time even after your mother left him. And Fang Loop just blew him away with one shot. Great. After endless days of traveling, I finally came back to my base on day 69.
Nice.
Everything was as smooth as ever. Yo, but what is up with these cultists? They came back to attack my base again, but we were able to kick their butt, like real good. I give all the new pals job at the base. The innocent dragon, the blue whale sister, and even the creepy marshmallow cat. And they were happy to help because I was building the biggest slave factory in Palworld. On day 70, I found the chunkiest bird ever and captured him for dinner. I traveled back to the Twilight Dunes to finally face the ancient Egyptian god, Anubis. He was a level 47 boss, and my strongest boss battle was only level 31, so this should be an interesting battle. He was the strongest and the most fierce boss in the whole of Palworld. Everyone knew about this guy. They even built churches on his name, and I wanted to see for myself what's so special about this guy. He has such an aura that even my enemies joined the battle to fight him. But as expected, he was way too much even for the queen bee. Ruby was holding his own until he didn't, so I thought Fang Loop was the way, but no. Anubis was moving even after being frozen. How is that possible? This guy ain't playing, bruh. He didn't even acknowledge my presence because of how low my power level was. He nearly took out Fang Loop with one shot. Ruby had the best shot at defeating him, but I was worried cause this might be the end for everyone. It was a long dragging battle that took a lot of planning, improvisation, patience and heart, but even that wasn't enough. We fought the entire day until sunset and I still lost. So will I be able to defeat this ancient god, or will I be turned to dust like the rest of the challengers who dared going against Anubis? Will I be able to somehow resurrect and get my life back to continue this journey, or is this the end of surviving 100 days in Palworld? These are the questions in everyone's mind, so stay tuned for the next episode of Enslaving Pals.